Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Accidental Beauty. If you're new, welcome. My name's Laura. I'm a self-taught makeup enthusiast who absolutely loves trying samples. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be trying a couple samples from Nars. They sent me like a whole, I've taken them out now, but they sent me like a whole bunch of different foundation shades and a couple concealer shades of their, what is it called? The Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation and the Radiant Creamy Concealer. I haven't tried either of these products before. I've tried other things from Nars, but I haven't tried either of those products. And I'm actually wearing them on my face today. So if you guys want to see my first impressions of those, review, try on, all that, then please keep on watching. Okay, so the point of my Sample Sunday series is to just go through the plethora of samples that I have from Sephora or from just gifts from friends that just, didn't need the samples and just gave them to me, or from programs like Topbox, which even if you're not subscribed to the subscription service, they'll still give away from time to time extras of just like overstock that they have. So I've taken advantage of that a few times, and I figured I might as well share my first impressions here on the internet. Nars had sent out when they launched their, I believe it was their Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. They sent out a little like, what do you call these? Like a blister sample pack thing of the couple shades of foundation and then the corresponding concealer shades, which I thought was a really great way to allow people to test out their new product and just kind of see like what shade range works for them and then pair it with the corresponding concealer. I had told them in advance kind of my general shade range. I think I said, I can't remember if I said what shade I am in their Sheer Glow foundation or just what shade I am in a different foundation, can't remember. So anyways, they included a few different shades here, and then they have a shade guide on the back. Yeah, these are the 6 shades kind of in my shade range, and then they included 3 concealer shades. So let's just take a look. I was swatched in Sephora by one of the employees. They just suggested the shade Mont Blanc for me in the Sheer Glow foundation. It is a tiny bit on the light side, but I don't mind because I usually use, blush and bronzer to just kind of warm up my face, and then it just kind of balances out. I'd rather be too pale than too dark in foundation because I find it's easier to fix it and kind of match it better to your skin tone if it's too light. So let's see here. I have a little bit of a tan, but you won't be able to tell with the lights washing me out. Yeah, I might still go with Mont Blanc. Yeah, because the rest of these shades look a little too dark or like the wrong undertone. And then for concealer, I'd probably go with Vanilla, even though it's so light. I don't know if you can even see because the lights are washing it out. So I'm going to just open up this card, I guess. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, so they included, whoa. I would have packaged this maybe a little bit easier to open up because now I just have all these like blister pack things. Okay, but the shades are on the back, so that is fine. So I think I'm gonna like dab this on with a brush and then maybe blend it out with a sponge. Doesn't look like they give you a ton of product, and this is really difficult to get into. Okay, so first off the bat, the consistency is thin, but I didn't expect like, super thick. Oh, I guess I should maybe prime my face. That might be a good idea. Okay, so I'm just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. So let me just prime my face real quick and we'll be back. So I'm just gonna dip in and just, okay, color-wise, yeah, I think this is a pretty good match. Oh, let's maybe zoom in so you can actually see what I'm doing. That would be a good idea. And let's turn down the lights a little bit. Okay, so it spreads actually really, really nicely. Try not to drag it too much. Then I'll blend it out with a sponge after. So it's a pretty light coverage foundation, but it's got like a thickness to it. Okay, I know I look really ghostly right now. I think that I don't like about the Sheer Glow foundation, and like I don't know if mine is just old or something. It just kind of like, it goes on beautifully, sits nicely for like a little bit, and then it just cakes and separates a little bit. So I'm just kind of watching for that. So far, I don't see it, and like maybe it's just I'm not layering it like lightly enough. I'm not sure, or I just haven't found the right primer to use with it. I don't know. I mean, so far it looks really nice. I've got like just various bumps and stuff. Just want to cover those. Okay, I look very, very ghostly. I will definitely need to warm my face up. And then let's try out this concealer. This is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla, which is light 2. Okay, this looks thick, so I'm gonna just take a little on my brush. Yeah, this is gonna crease on me because everything lately seems to be creasing on me. It matches really, really nicely with the shade Mont Blanc though. Like it blends in so well. This is not a highlighting concealer. It looks like it just, you know, is the corresponding shade. Okay, so I'm just gonna set that real quick with powder before it starts to crease. It's gonna crease anyways, but just so I can get it to not do that. Oh, this is a darker shade. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine, I can make this work. I'm gonna have to warm up my face anyway, so you know what? I'm gonna just set my whole face, I think. Even though I really want to see what this foundation... Oh, this is a really nice foundation. Wow. You know what? This is like... I put it at like light to medium coverage, I think. I don't think it's... Yeah, it's definitely not full coverage because you can see like my freckles and stuff through. It's like such a beautiful finish. I don't know if you can even see. This foundation is so skin-like. It's a really, really nice finish. Let's just set my forehead. I know this is, wow. I don't even know if it's showing up on camera, but in person, this is very much not the right shade. You know what? I'm just gonna set my face with like a light dusting of this powder just so it kind of like blends in a little better and I don't have like, you know, darker colored streaks, if that makes sense. Forgot that this one is a little bit darker than my skin tone, or maybe closer to my skin tone, a little darker than this foundation, and like most foundations that I go for. Okay, that looks slightly better. So I think I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna do the rest of my face and then come back, talk about my final thoughts after I've been wearing this for a little bit longer. So just hold on one sec. All right, so I have my full face done. This is the final look. Let's take a look at how my foundation and concealer held up. So let's take a closer look. I don't know if you can actually see it on camera. So forehead looks really good actually. I'm impressed. It kind of wore away over here, but I think that's just because of my wig cap. So I'm not too worried. On the cheeks, it held up really, really nicely. Smile lines looks good. Under my eyes, I actually had to take my concealer off because I was swatching some eyeshadows and then I reapplied it. It actually looks really good. I applied a light layer and that actually seemed to do better. And it's not creasing as badly, but I do have shadow, like eyeshadow on my like under eye area. And actually it kind of like hides the eye bags. I don't know. I think I'm gonna start doing that more so that you don't see my under eye bags because yeah, looks good. Seemed to hold up pretty well. Even around my nose where I usually get the most separation, looked pretty good. So this has been on for probably about a couple, like two and a half hours now. And yeah, it looks really good. I am very, very impressed. I think I would give this combo each 5 out of 5. Very impressed. Would I purchase these? Probably not, because they're really pricey. They're like probably like $50 each or something like that. I'll put the prices up on screen. And I typically like a bit more coverage in my foundations. Even though the finish is really beautiful, I don't think like at this point in my life I'm looking for something like that. The concealer though is really nice. I actually would consider it because it is lightweight, but it looks like it's pretty decent full-ish coverage, medium to full coverage, which I look for. It felt comfortable. It did crease, but everything creases on me, so I'm not too concerned about that. So yeah, overall, very, very happy. Definitely recommend for someone who likes their makeup a little bit lighter than me, a little bit to a lot lighter than me. This is probably your go-to product. It says it's radiant, natural radiant. I really don't see that. It sort of looked more like a natural matte to me, like leaning towards matte. It wasn't like a flat matte, but yeah, I call it like a natural finish, I guess. But yeah, like I'm not seeing any shine. Maybe if I was a bit more oily, a bit shinier, maybe you'd see that. So yeah, I don't see any radiance. I don't know, because I found this with the Sheer Glow foundation also. It's like I don't really see where the glow, the radiance comes in. So I don't know, maybe Nars has a different definition of glowy and radiant than I do, but yeah, I'm not sure about that. But the formula on these is really, really good. So I definitely recommend that if that is kind of your thing. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of these products, if you've tried them before. I guess also if you like recommend any products from Nars. I have tried a couple things. I like their blushes and bronzers, and their foundations. I haven't had too much of an opportunity to try them because they are really, really pricey. So I think I like these. I think I really like these. Sheer Glow, not too sure. If you have any other products by them that you'd like to recommend, feel free to comment below. If you like the type of looks that I do here on my channel and you want to see more, I'd love it if you could follow me on my other social media. I'll leave links in the description box below. And if you like the type of looks that I do here on my channel and you want to see more, I'd love it if you could subscribe and turn on notifications. And that way you'll get updated every time I post a new video, and I'll see you guys next time.